makes so much more sense to me, right?
Mm.
Like not just identifying where the inspiration is, but like identifying that when I listen to that piece of music or I see that visual that reminds me of being in a redwood forest, that feeling that's inside of me, that inspiration that I'm actually feeling, it isn't about that. It's inside of me. That's me. That's the knowing. That's the aha moment that I want for people. Is for people to recognize that, like, I want that for myself. That's why I want it for other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a moment of feeling uninspired, in the month and a half that I went through, really just not feeling inspired, it took this little thing for me to recognize, like, oh, wait a minute, I'm always inspired. That sometimes it's just perspective. I'm looking out there, these things are not inspiring me. Well, the moment I started to focus inside, all of a sudden I found the inspiration.
Peter, I see your wheels turning.
I was thinking about breath work, breathing exercises that have, I guess, pretty cool kind of physiological effects on people when they do them. Only one night in my life I've ever experimented with something like that. I went to some place and some guy was leading the breath work, and yeah, just, you know, I mean, I don't, like I said, don't know much about it, but I know that that you get interesting, heady kind of experiences. So, you know, that'd be another thing to even weave in, and especially you're using that word, because inspire, you know, I mean, it's all part of the same root words there, which ties into spirit as well. And so having something that tied breathing into spirit and our spiritual essence and the source of our inspiration, all those kind of ideas tied together. You know, for this to be really experiential, I guess that's what I'm kind of thinking behind that, what I just said, which is how the challenge of getting somebody to really recognize that it's within them. Especially for so many folks who probably are skeptical of that, right? They don't think of themselves as the source of inspiration. So how do you tune them into that real time is a tricky question.
I think the concept of breath work is brilliant and intriguing. The breath work that I've done, and I've not done a lot, but I've done enough to know that that's a great way for people to identify what's inside of them. You know, because it's not a conversation, it's not conceptual, right. It's not, you know, it's a person experiencing themselves and what comes forth.
Right. Yeah, it's as much, you know, if there's anything that you know, the different things to get me into my body, definitely that night you're very experiencing your body when you're doing that. So